Once again, back to your class, my dear children. A very good morning to all of you. So, before revising the lesson, all of you should know that your syllabus is completed. Your English 1 syllabus is completed. Your grammar syllabus is completed. So, you should know what is there in your worksheet. I told you from 27th you are going to have the worksheet. Your English 1, you are going to have the worksheet. It will be sent in your assignment. It's on 27th you are going to have your English 1 assignment. Okay, class 3 students. So what is your syllabus? It may come to your mind that ma'am, on which we are going to study. So English 1, for your second worksheet, you are going to study the common noun, the proper noun and the gender. So this 3, keep it in your mind. Based on 3 chapters, you are going to have the second worksheet, that is your common noun, your proper noun and your gender. Okay, so all of you, my dear children, you should pay attention to this. Okay, these 3 lessons, it's for your worksheet, your class 3 English 1 worksheet. Your second worksheet you are going to have from common noun, proper noun and gender. Okay, so let's go back to the class again. So when I'm going to talk to you about the noun, so what a noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. So my dear children, you are just telling ma'am, this we are studying from class 1 onwards, ma'am, we know this, the definition. So okay, well and good. My children are so good, they know all this. I'm very happy for this. So my dear children, so today I'm going to just to do the chapter in a nutshell. Okay, just I'll go for the recap of the lesson because it's your revision lesson now. I'm going to revise on these 3 lessons. So first I'm going to put the importance on the common and the proper noun. So what is this common noun of? I told you when I'm talking about something, some noun in common, which can mean to anyone, any person, that is a common noun. So when I'm talking about the common noun, that boy, girl, city, then town, then books, all this when I'm talking about, so this means days. When I'm talking about all this, it can mean any day. It can mean Sunday, it can be Tuesday, it can be Wednesday, it can be any month, it can be any month. So these are all common now. When I'm talking about a boy, it can be any boy. But when I am putting the significance of the boy, that is Ramu or Shamu, I'm putting the significance, or Rahim, when I'm putting the significance, I'm pointing to a definite common noun. That common noun becomes a proper noun. So all of us know that Ramu is a boy. All of us know this, Ramu is a boy. But when I am signifying that Ramu, when I am putting that Ramu in a particular boy, that boy becomes Ramu, that is a common noun. That is a proper noun. So a common noun becomes a proper noun when a particular importance is given to it. So when we are identifying that particular common noun, it takes a name, that becomes a proper noun. So this much is clear to you. So when I am talking about a girl, it can be any girl, that is a common noun. But when I am talking about Sheila, when I am talking about that girl Sheila, I am talking about that girl Amrita. So these are the name of the girls. So these are also girls. But when I am putting this persons in particular, I am giving the importance to this person. I am specifying those persons. So that common noun girls becomes the proper noun when I am telling it's Sheila, it's Amrita. So this is what the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. Common noun, any noun in common. So it can mean to anyone. That is a common noun. So when I am talking about this, Ramu is a boy. Ramu is a boy. When I am talking about this sentence, Ramu is a boy. Pay attention to my words, what I am telling you. Ramu is a boy. That Ramu and the boy, both are noun. We know that. Ramu is also a noun. Boy is also a noun. But when I am talking about this Ramu, it is coming in your mind, ma'am, yes, this Ramu, you are signifying that, you are putting that, you are particularly telling about that boy that his name is Ramu. So this Ramu is a proper noun and Ramu is a boy. The boy can be any boy. Over here we are talking about Ramu, but that boy can be any boy. So that is a common noun. Okay, so Ramu is a boy, that Ramu is a proper noun as it is signifying, as it is telling in particular that this boy is Ramu, so it is a proper noun. So Calcutta is a city. When I am talking about not Calcutta, nowadays we tell it Kolkata. So Kolkata is a city. So city is also a noun, Kolkata is also a noun. But when I am signifying that city, that is Kolkata, we are telling in particular the city, that is Kolkata. So that Kolkata becomes a proper noun. Yes, my children, you are absolutely right. So Kolkata becomes a proper noun, and the city, it can be any city. Now it's meaning Kolkata, but it can be any city. So that city is a common noun. So like this, when we are talking about any persons by their specific name, so that becomes a proper noun. So what are the rules of the proper noun? The rules of the proper noun is wherever it is placed in a sentence, maybe in the starting of the sentence, maybe in the middle of the sentence, or at the end of the sentence, wherever it is placed, a proper noun will always be in capital letter. So it is one very important thing, and a person who is very intelligent enough will pick out the proper noun very nicely, that it is written in capital letter, it is placed in middle of the sentence or front of the sentence or at the end of the sentence, it is a proper noun. So this is how you identify a proper noun. And of course, if you know what a proper noun is, it is very easier for you to identify in the sentence where the noun stands for proper and where it stands for common. So I am clear to you, my dear children, about the proper noun and the common noun which you are having in your syllabus. I am just going for a recap of the lesson. I want to tell the chapter to you in a nutshell. Okay, now if you go through the exercises, you will see that when it is pointing out to a specific person, a specific common noun, that common noun becomes a proper noun. Am I clear to you, my dear children? I suppose I am clear to you, I guess. Yes, I am clear to you. So this is what a difference between a common noun and a proper noun. But both are nouns. So one is common, one is proper. So now when I am talking about any months of the year, okay, so December is the last month of the year. So when I am talking about the month, when I am talking about the year, and when I am talking about December, these three are nouns, okay, but the month, okay, and the year, it becomes what? It becomes common noun. But when I am talking about this December, I am specifying the name of the month, that is December. So this December becomes a proper noun. Okay, when I am specifying a day, so that day becomes a proper noun. And it should always be in capital letter. That is what you should know, the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. And that is what it is given in your chapters. You go through the lesson. I think it's very much clear to you. I'm just going to recap the lesson for your good. Now I'm going to the genders. Now what these genders are? Now genders, there are four types of genders. One is the masculine gender, one is the feminine gender, the third one lies the common gender, and the fourth one lies the neuter gender. So what is this masculine gender about? When we are talking about the male persons, okay, it may be a boy, it may be father, it may be uncle, it may be grandfather. Okay, now all these things, it may be a king, a prince. So all these things, when it's talking about the male persons, it's the masculine gender. Now what is the feminine gender? The feminine gender is that gender when it talks about the female persons, that is your mother, daughter, then wife, then auntie, then queen. All these things which refers to the female persons, those are grouped in the feminine gender. So am I clear to you? All these things I discussed in your previous videos. I think so. It's very much clear to you also. Now I am going to the common gender. Now what this common gender is? This common gender, when I am talking about a teacher, you can't specify the teacher. It's a male gender. It lies in the masculine gender or the feminine gender. It can be both. So the name you see, it's common. So the name which is given over there is common. So what this common means? This common means that you can't identify. It can be both. It can be a masculine gender also. It can be a feminine gender also. And so when we talk about this gender, this common gender, it can be of both. A librarian, it can be a male person also and a female person also. When you are talking about the doctor, it can be a male person also, a female person also. So that is referred to the common gender. Now, when we are going to the neuter gender, it may come to your mind that, ma'am, what this neuter gender is. This neuter gender, the living thing. We know what a noun is, a name of a person, place, animal or thing. When we talk about this thing, which is having no life in it, that is, you place it under the neuter gender. Okay, you place it under the neuter gender, that is not having any life in it. So that is the neuter gender. Now, it is expressed as it. It. Okay, its. So this is what a neuter gender represents. And also animals. Okay, animals also. Your term is at it. Okay. So that is a neuter gender. It falls under the neuter gender. So animals and the non-living things, that lies in the neuter gender, and it is represented by it. Okay. Masculine gender, it is represented by he. Feminine gender, it is represented by she. So all these things, I think, so it's clear to you, my dear children. You should do it very nicely. Go for the exercises and go for this point very nicely. Specifically put importance on those on those points that where you have to change the genders from a feminine gender to a masculine gender, from a masculine to a feminine gender. You please put importance to those. Okay, it's very important at this age. You should know this. Okay, and about the common and the proper noun, you please try to pick out from a sentence will be given to you. From there you have to pick out which is the common noun, which is the proper noun. Okay, that you do very nicely. And for the definitions, go for the noun. What is a noun? What is a common noun? What is a proper noun? Okay, this, and what are the 4 type of genders? So these definitions you should know by heart. You should learn by heart what is a noun, what are the 2 types of noun. That is, you are having 2 types in your class, but there are actually 4 types of nouns. But in your class, it's better you know what is a common noun, what is a proper noun, what is a noun, and how many types of genders are there. Only this 4 you learn by heart. Any 1 or any 2 you will get in your worksheet. What is a noun, the definitions of noun, what is a noun, then what is a common noun, what is a proper noun, and what are the 4 types of genders. So I'm telling you, among these 4 you can get any 1 or 2, and you please put importance to those. You have to change the genders from a masculine to a feminine, or a feminine to a masculine gender. First you have to pick up the nouns, and then you have to change this. And your second one, when I'm talking about the common and the proper noun, you have to first identify or pick out the nouns. From there you have to select which is the common noun and which is the proper noun. This is very important for you at this stage, my dear children. You prepare this in your house, and Monday you are having your test, that is on 27th of July. You are having your worksheet, that will be on 20 marks. You please prepare for that and try it, and you will complete it within 1 page, and you have to just write the answers. Only the answers you will write. You no need to copy the questions, but you have to give the markings correctly, and you have to only go for the answers, but give the question marking correctly. Okay, and it should be done within 1 page. Am I clear to you, my dear children? Okay, so bye bye. You study in your house, but stay safe also. Bye dear children.